up because I just noticed that I was off by one. Hello everyone, Bubble720 here, bringing you part 52 of my live stream playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV. We're trying to get through A Realm Reborn. Unfortunately, we got story blocked due to the fact that we have to do the Crystal Tower series. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get that stuff done. Curious Gorge, sanding it down, I think is what the story needed. So we gotta go to Blue Fog. Blue Fog. We had to go, if I remember correctly, and meet up with Wedge. We were talking with Biggs over in the Goldsmiths Guild at Ul'dah. Trying to get that Aether Sand so we can sand down these perfect crystals so we can blast through the barriers. Save your greetings. If you're looking for a hired blade, then you'll have to look elsewhere. After the day I've had, the only company I crave is the squat, silent type. The type that has a handle and holds no less than a pint of ale. You used to hear my tale. I warn you, 'tis no stirring epic. As you asked, my employer, while a felon lad, wished to pay a visit to a peddler who deals in some manner of special sand. I forget what it was called, but 'tis apparently worth a small fortune. Anyway, when we arrived, the man claimed his stock had been stolen by bandits. Determined not to return empty-handed, we crept into the bandit stronghold and set about locating the stolen goods. Long story short, alarms were raised, rogues were awoken, and we fled in a blind panic. I was separated from my employer in the confusion. I've not seen him since. Oh, a friend of yours, is he? Then you'd best be prepared for the worst. 'Tis just possible the poor sod may be lost in the old Amagino mithril mine, but I fear the bandits will have caught up with him by now. They look like quite the cadre of misfits. As I stated in a Discord message, I plan to hopefully have... Oh, crud muffins. Of course this had to pop up right here. How many am I gonna pull? Ooh, I pulled none. I'll help him out. Where's the Wedge? Oh, there he is. I plan on to try to get to Heavensward by the end of this month, which is not very far off, so I have a lot of work to do. Could I be so stupid? Sneaking into a bandit slayer, it's just not the sort of thing I do, and now I'm going to die for it. No. I just need to calm down. I can do this. I can be brave. I'm going to stand up, and I'm going to walk out of here. Here we go. Alright. Ooh-ah. I'm sorry. Please don't kill me. I promise I'll leave and never come back. Howdy. Hero? Is it really you? How did you find me? Can you smell fear? Actually, ignore the smell. I expect you're wondering why I'm here. Well, I was just in the process of retrieving some stolen Aether Sand, which Biggs and I need for our research. As it happens, I can see perhaps a touch foolish and very nearly fatal. But I did succeed in snatching the stuff before my bodyguard ran away, and several dozen bandits came piling after me with knives and axes and what looked very much like a plank with a rusty nail in it. Anyway, the important thing is that the stolen Aether Sand is right here in my oh dear. Must have fallen out when I was taking evasive maneuvers. Seems I won't be leaving this infernal place for a while yet. You'll find the Aether Sand in my stead? Well, thank the gods, you're a true friend, Hero. Hope the search doesn't prove too troublesome. The bandits don't seem to care much for visitors. Awesome. Orange is gonna... Usually it has to have like a purple mist for it to summon enemies. I'm stuck. Well, this one has claws. No rusty nail in a plank. Hero, have you had any luck locating the Aether Sand? Yes, that's it. I must return to the workshop at once and tell Biggs the wonderful news. What's that? You're also on a mission to collect Aether Sand, and you're working with the chief. Treasure trove of Algon knowledge, you say? I see. You should really be the one to have this. Biggs and I are far from exhausting all possible avenues of airship innovation, but it sounds as if your problem can't be solved by any other means. This expedition of yours sounds jolly interesting, I must say. I'm half inclined to join you. In fact, I think I will. Any venture worth the chief's time must be worth a look. Right. I'm more than ready to leave this awful place behind. And you should return to Mordona with the Aether Sand before there are any more, little mishaps. Be sure to keep a close eye on your pockets, hero. Yeah, exactly. Close eye on pockets. And we're going to be doing a little short stint on making these crystal keys. And then I have 3 raids to go through. These would be 24-man alliance raids. 3 full parties of 8. And usually they're not too bad to do. The last one might cause a bit of an issue. It's the only one I usually see any problem with. Botanist. Might as well get some clusters while I'm out here. I didn't do that last time. I was kind of short on time anyways, but while I'm out here, let's go ahead and get some crystals. These I have the least amount of. Ooh. All right. Alright, time to go turn in these Aether Sands. Ah, hero, you have returned. Take from your presence that you were successful in procuring us some Aether Sand. Tell me, which variety did you find? I got a twofer. I see, 2 varieties. Well, that is 2 more than could reasonably be expected, and 2 less than I had hoped you would say. Forgive my flippancy. You have done well, truly. If all goes to plan, we no longer fear death by fire or earth. Master Garland, if you'd be so kind as to prepare the relevant crystals. I'll set to work immediately. Truth be told, I've been looking forward to this. One does not encounter materials like these every day. Speaking of which, how in the 7 hells did you find them? Mistake me not, old friend. I know only too well how capable you are, but Aether Sand isn't something you simply find gathering dust at the back of a merchant's rare gem cabinet. Biggs and Wedge helped out. You had help from Biggs and Wedge? Huh. Trust them to design a revolutionary new engine the moment I turn my back. Now the genius meant to rest on his laurels when his employees were so damnably inventive, eh? And now they're determined to join us, are they? Typical. A jest, of course, would be good to have them around. Still, as a matter of professional pride, let's endeavor to procure the 2 remaining varieties of Aether Sand before they arrive, shall we? Tell me, Rambros, have we any information on where the water and wind aspect types might be hiding? Pardon me, I'm staying hydrated. Not as of yet, but I have made certain arrangements. I shall soon see if my efforts have borne fruit. Forgive me for observing, but you seem less than enthusiastic about that prospect. If there's a complication, I'd rather we discuss it now than risk jeopardizing the expedition. Mayhap an explanation is in order, but first let us savor the preliminary victory the hero has won for our cause, if only for a moment. Basically, these Aether Sands are proven to be extremely hard to find. I was going to go for crit. Performance for the ages. Ooh, we get a choice. X potion, X ether, high elixir, or silver piece. Yes, I must speak of the arrangements I made to acquire the 2 remaining varieties of Aether Sand. Some days ago, I asked a Charlian acquaintance of mine to travel to Gridania and there gather the necessary material. Since that time, however, I have heard nary a whisper from him. To be frank, this lack of communication is not entirely uncharacteristic, but I cannot discount the possibility that something ill has befallen the man. Alas, we do not have time to investigate his fate. As I have mentioned before, the more we delay our expedition, the more likely it is that the Crystal Tower's secrets will fall into the wrong hands. Again, if it's locked up tight, probably would have been best to leave it locked up tight. Therefore, I would entrust you with the same mission I assigned to my friend. Travel to the Black Shroud, and seek out Parsimantran, the master of the markets in Gridania. If anyone knows where the sand might be bought, it is he. Cool. Time to return. For some weird reason, that item is not going. Alrighty, so Parsimantrit is closest to the Leatherworkers Guild. Give me 1 second. I'm having a bit of technical difficulties. Alright. I am big. Yes, I'm sorry. Did you say you wish to purchase Aether Sand? My dear fellow, have you the faintest idea of the rarity of the material you seek? Why, I have not seen so much as a grain of Aether Sand in these markets for many a long year. I could tell you where one might mine the ore from which the water aspect and variety of the abrasive is derived, but only a desperate fool would willingly set foot in the place. You seem undeterred. Very well. Are you familiar with Earth's Gift? That is where the ore is to be found, in an area inhabited by a particularly pernicious hog. Should you encounter the Batusk Nightmare, you will know that you are in the right place, albeit at the wrong time. Farewell. Quarry Mill, I believe, is the closest. Yeah, I could fly higher than that. See? Now I hit my ceiling. That's a dead hog. You are too late, adventurer, and not only for the entertainment. You will find no trace of the ore which but recently lay here, nay, not so much as a speck. Ah, no, you will never spy me from there. For the time being, at least, you will have to trust the evidence of your ears. Now stop squinting at the foliage and listen. As I told you, the water-blessed mineral you hope to find is gone, taken by me. Victory has made me magnanimous, however. Accordingly, I have decided to share the location of an alternative source of aether sand with you. The wind-touched variety, to be specific. Just to have your attention? Good. A band of Ixal in the North Shroud keeps a quantity of the abrasive for the purpose of removing impurities from lesser crystals. Well, you mean to dally here all day? Make haste, adventurer, before I snatch another prize from under your nose. This is to be a race. The Ixalia logging grounds in the North Shroud shall be our destination, and that is where the real amusement will begin. May the best man win. I'm going to cheat a little bit. I have the power of Aetherite tickets. Oh, fuck you. That was perfectly timed. Oh, man. I'm so used to being max level and nothing pulling onto me. I gotta be careful with that. Trying to fly above it to see where I need to go. Wait, is it right there? Yep. I gotta fight some enemies to get to it, though. The balloon was blocking my vision. I'll just take this. I'll paw at it for a very long time before finally picking it up. Bravo! That was quite a show, adventurer. Why, the spectacle proved so entertaining that all thoughts of aether sand slipped my mind. Or enthralling, I should say. I appear to have forfeited our little race. Congratulations, the wind-touched abrasive is yours. And yet, having been treated as such a memorable performance, I cannot help feeling that the greater prize is mine. This iniquity must not stand. I insist that you accept a token of my appreciation. Payment for this entertainment will be waiting for you to the east, in a clearing within Proud Creek. Pray retrieve the gift there that is crushed beneath the iron feet of the Dullahans. Oh, that's pump and suck and stats. I can't see. Oh, I'm on water. I'm actually in a spot where I shouldn't be. Yeah, so there it is. So there's a Dullahan right there. Ah, fuck you. Done. Eat my inner beast. Not what you were expecting. I took the liberty of refining the ore from Earth's gift into aether sand. Do keep it safe, adventurer. Lest you accuse me of playing games, you should know that the thought of relinquishing my prize never once crossed my mind, until I saw you in action. Such deeds must needs be rewarded. It is my vocation, you see, to record history as it is made by mortal men. and I much prefer to chronicle the accomplishments of the bold and the mighty. Thus it is my fervent wish that you continue your career with the same courage and zeal you have shown today. We shall meet again, adventurer, and sooner than you may imagine. Yay, I get to go back to Mordona already. This is going to be a little bit difficult, I believe. Pardon me, I didn't mention this before because I wasn't really having any issues, but as I've been talking, it seems to be aggravating my condition. I believe I have a sinus infection, and talking is aggravating it. I'm going to stick it out, though. Let's see. Aha! This is the second time I've hopped onto Minor and found a botany spot, or was it the other way around? I don't remember. But I'm gonna go ahead and grab some of this stuff. 20 is the cheapest, or lowest I got. Try to get everything to 30. Oops. Oh, it's been a while since I've had this mount. I still don't have this one on my main. What news of your mission? Are we any closer to acquiring the remaining abrasives? You've brought both! I shall have Master Garland begin work on the crystals immediately. What would be the best choice? I don't know what's the hardest thing to make. Let's get some of these, I guess. There, that should do the trick. Hey, they're like horns. Or talons. Excellent work! We now possess all 4 of the fangs, required to pierce the Crystal Tower's defenses. My compliments, Master Garland. Oh, it was the trifling matter. I assure you, hero here is the one you should be thanking. Anyway, by my reckoning, there's nothing stopping us from striding up to the Allegon's front door. Can't go without us, Chief. Biggs, Wedge, come to lend a hand, have you? Well, it's not every day you get the chance to study the wonders of the Allegon Empire, is it? Their technology makes Garlemald's look ancient. I appreciate your enthusiasm, lads, I really do, but we're not here to take this knowledge for ourselves. Twice in the last decade, the promise of unimaginable power has prompted men to meddle with technology they do not understand, and the realm has been dragged into the very brink of oblivion on both occasions. We shall not be so irresponsible as to risk another. Wedge, do you recall our company's creed? Yes, Chief, it's freedom through technology. Exactly, freedom. When we forsook our homeland, we swore that we would have no truck with machines that could be used to promote tyranny. That has not changed. Should you feel tempted to break your oath, remember this. The wonders of the all-knowing Allegon Empire could not save their civilization, and have damn near doomed ours twice. That is why we must explore the Crystal Tower and, if needs be, seal away its secrets. Compelling viewpoint. It is unyielding wills such as yours that have defined the course of history. So you return at last. What, pray tell, has kept you so wholly preoccupied that you cannot spare a moment to inform me of your progress or preservation? Why, the task you assigned to me, of course. Surely you have not forgotten about the Aether Sand. I tasked a passing adventurer with delivering it. A more capable courier I could not imagine. Dynamic entry. Greetings, adventurer. Did I not say we would meet again? I believe an introduction is in order. I'm Grahatia, one of the students of Baldessian. I look forward to joining you on your groundbreaking expedition. Grahatia has been assigned to the project as an observer. I hope you will forgive him his eccentricities and welcome him as one of our own. So then, our fellowship is complete, and I'll stand ready to step into the unknown. 3 cheers for Noah! Noah? That is the name I have chosen for our little collective. Given our differing backgrounds, we cannot very well call ourselves the Sons of St. Koinot, can we? We must have a memorable appellation if our venture is to leave its mark in the annals of history. You can claim that NOAA stands for Nominated Observers of Artifacts Historical, and so it does technically, but my true reason for choosing this name stems from the fact that it is shared by a vaunted Allegon Archmagus. An Archmagus? I like the sound of that. Very well, now that the pressing matter of what to call ourselves has been settled, it is time we set forth to brave the outer defenses of the Crystal Tower. Is everyone ready to depart? Let's get this shit done. Ready! Labyrinth of the Ancients. Gentlemen, the secrets of ancient Alag beckon. Let's not keep them waiting any longer. Adventurer, you and I will join the engineers at the Crystal Tower's main gateway. There we will endeavor to neutralize the structure's outer defenses. Ramboros, meanwhile, will remain here and oversee the operation. Given my knowledge of Allegon history, it seems logical that I should lead the expedition itself, though I admit the role does not exactly befit my status as an observer. Still, we can but make use of the resources at hand. Assuming all are in agreement, let us proceed forthwith to the large lopsided gate found to the southeast. It's this gate. Ah, get off my nuts. How's this gate supposed to open if it's half buried in crystal? Crystal Tower lies beyond this portal. Now comes the interesting part. Sid, you're the only one of our number who has ever crossed this threshold. I ask that you take the lead for the present. Yeah, take point. One of the most dangerous parts of a group. Yep, there's Midgard Sormer and the Agrius. Kind of miffed that they named a warship the Agrius. It's one of my favorite characters from Final Fantasy Tactics. She's one of my pivotal troops too, to my insurmountable team. I say, the energy radiating from these statues is palpable. Lucky for us that it is. One might otherwise stroll past them. Feast your eyes on the elemental defenses which prompted our lengthy preparations. These sentinels prevent would-be intruders from advancing to within 20 yalms of the tower's inner reaches. See, the cool thing is we got the condensed version. This was a lot longer than what it was before, but it was also optional before. No matter how swift they may be. Happily, the crystal fangs we took such pains to craft should spare us the inconvenience and instantaneous annihilation. Here, allow me to demonstrate. Chief, it's too dangerous to allow anyone else to risk his life testing one. Quite right. I made the damn things. It's my job to see that they work. Good man, Sid. Hopefully, if all else goes wrong, the only thing you lose is an arm. Although you might lose some toes. Alright. Success! I, for one, am convinced. Friends, ready your fangs. I get way too close to the damn things. Do I get the last one? I forget. Or is it like, is it Wedge? The last one is yours, old friend. Seemed only right. Bring it. Haha, we did it! So much for the outer defenses. Indeed. The entrance to the tower is near at hand. My blood fairly sings with anticipation. Speaking of blood, I have a proposal for the next stage of the expedition. Oh man, needed that. I suggest we wait here while Hero and the hand-picked party of his adventuring companions enter the tower. What? Without us? I thought we came here to survey the entire structure. We did, and we will. But our investigations must proceed at a more measured pace. If the outside of the place is this well defended, can you imagine what awaits us on the inside? Only a true hero could reasonably hope to brave the hazards ahead and live to tell the tale. Hero here fits the description better than anyone I know. Wow, got that glassy-eyed stare like great. And it's not as if we shall be idle in his absence. While Hero and his companions are risking life and limb to beat us a path to the tower, we can set about analyzing this rubble for evidence of how its technologies function. Your knowledge of ancient lore will be invaluable in that endeavor, historian Graha Tia. Bah, do you ever tire of being right, old man? Hero, as it seems I won't be accompanying you, allow me at least to provide some instruction. The maze that surrounds the base of the tower is known as the Labyrinth of the Ancients. During this initial foray, I suggest you concentrate on ridding the place of hostile elements. When you are reasonably certain the maze is secure, contact me by a link shell when we shall join you post-haste, no matter what Master Garlon says. Though we would prefer it if any relics you encounter remain intact. You have leave to do whatever is necessary to secure ingress to the upper levels of the tower. Fortune go with you, Hero. Sure thing. 'Tis a pretty crystal, that tower. Yay! Labyrinth of the Ancients is now accessible. Now the question is do I want to do it as a tank or a DPS? Or a heals? I can go with my White Mage, my Warrior, my Dragoon, or Samurai or Red Mage. Frag it. We'll go as Warrior. Alright, now we get to see how long that's going to take. We're just going to go ahead and leave for now. I can't fly here. My wings have been clipped. 8 minutes for a wait is not too shabby. I just hope it doesn't last any longer than that. Ah, crap baskets. Hurry, fly. Yay. I'm out of that. Alright, let's check and see if... Nothing popped, but the most important thing popped. Yay. Alright, this one's not usually too bad. Hello, fellow adventurers. Been a long time since I've seen the cutscenes for these areas. Gotta make sure that's set. I'm giving everyone a bonus tombstones, so that way I can watch the cutscenes. Of course, we're gonna end up burning through a lot of this stuff, hopefully, without any hitches. You want to stay out of the, you want to stay on the green for these. Because of the fact that it's going to start filling up. You're going to see purple liquid start pooling. And that dot damage for standing in it. There it goes. Hey, watch this. Guaranteed criticals. Aw, man, it's already killing them. Oh well. I like this very high DPS we have. Alright, we're almost to the first boss. Just gotta get through this trash. Ah, so you can stun in here. Cool. Glad to know. Oh, I gotta run through the poison. Alright, first boss time. It almost sounds like clapping, all the footsteps going on. First boss of Labyrinth of the Ancients, the Bone Dragon. Be sure to pull to the very far back, due to the fact that the ads that spawn have a nasty habit of doing raid-wide damage. I take it. I've been diseased. Alright, so he's gonna die 2 times before he finally does die. So these platinals have to die. Because if they get to the boss, that's what happens. They AoE. I wonder if it's a fun fact moment, but there was a boss in the Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, or American version of Final Fantasy, named Bone Dragon. It was actually the very first boss. Or no, that was the first boss of the Dark Tower. The very first boss was the Minotaur, if I remember. No, it was the Behemoth. Technically. The first crystal boss was the Flamorous Rex. It was technically the first Final Fantasy that I got put on, or got introduced to. Yeah, I'll need roll on it. Maybe I'll find a use for it. Alright, now we're gonna go to the right. I am in Alliance B. This is the part where things can get kind of mussy a little bit. This is where you can't solo this raid. You need at least like a handful of people. A goes to the left, B is in the middle, C goes to the right. And they pulled. The casters are supposed to stand on these buttons. And you gotta kill these suckers. Oops. Oh shit, I'm gonna die. I just noticed that. Trying to get a little bit extra DPS on Atomos. Get a little too gung-ho sometimes. Alright, boss number 2. We will now be facing Thanatos. Starting with Alliance A, they will be getting a buff, which makes them ethereal. Otherwise, you cannot hit Thanatos. And it will give you about, I think it's a minute. These magic pots are the ones that buff you. You gotta make sure they don't die, or otherwise you can't get buffed. Basically, I can't do anything right now except deal with the ads that decide to pop up. So that's what I'm just waiting for. Because if I try to attack, he's invulnerable. Nope. Time to get on that boss's ass. Alright, down for the count. We gotta open up the loot. We'll need on it. Going straight ahead this time. Onwards to the next boss. I've seen a few wipes in this next part. It's not very common though, it can happen. It's only if they decide not to do any ad control. We're in B, so I gotta go to the very far end. Gotta destroy this Allegan bomb. But first off, you gotta kill these Visagos. Ooh, cool. That's my Visago! Get over here! Eat my crits. Nope, someone let an ad get to the bomb. My Visago is almost dead. My Visago is dead. Now we kill the Allegan bomb. Where it goes boom. Where it goes boom, people. There we go. Alright, next boss. Next boss is the King Behemoth. This one I've seen quite a few wipes on, due to the fact to meteors. I steal! Ecliptic meteor. Get behind a rock. You will die if you do not get stuck behind a rock. Let's see, we've got 2 deaths. I'm going to stand back a little bit so that way the rock that drops on my head will be able to be used. Alright, cool. That one right next to him is unusable because it's in his hitbox. 4 people are now dead. Not too shabby. There's one more boss to beat. That's a big boy. Hey, I want some stuff. Oh, they've already pulled the next boss. Basically, we're going either up or down. I forgot what the exact is. Oop. Let me take my teleporter. A pad's on the left, B pad's in the middle, C pad's on the right. When he gets to doing his big stuff. Oh my god, target him. When he gets to do Ancient Flare, you gotta make sure you get the barrier up. He's doing Ancient Flare now, so we gotta stand on the pads. Get to the pads, get to the pads! Oh, that was close. Anyone in there is gonna die. No deaths. Oh, that one person's actually not even logged in. They're offline. One giant and one claw hand is gonna both spawn. Hands will spawn, or claws I should say, and they will occasionally try to get people. Wow, he ran back quickly. Basically, this is just the way how it goes. This is the wave. Once the Iron Giants are all dead, he goes back. Come on. Come on, little bitch. There we go. Oh no, I got clawed. And I'm the main tank! Okay, cool. You call that a labyrinth? Down for the count. Ha ha ha! Did it. Veled Sorel. I'll give you... Hey! I got some orchestrion musics. Sadly no pet though. What's still being rolled on? Onion mask. Alrighty, good day everyone. I got a commendation, yay! I lost count how many I got of those on my main. Cutscene! Oh there, hero. Very impressive, I must say. Your name shall be writ large in the volumes that are sure to be penned on this historic expedition. The scale of the structure defies comprehension. Someone plainly thought bigger was better. According to the findings of my Baldessian colleagues, the Crystal Tower was constructed to collect and store the endless energies of the sun. A characteristically ambitious undertaking. Now what of the tower's inner defenses? Stretching by your haggard expression, clearing out the labyrinth was no small feat. It was nothing. A giant of a man wielding a shimmering scimitar, you say? Yes, that would have been Phlegethon, not Acheron. Phlegethon. He was a hero of the Alagon Revolution. And you gleaned that from what exactly? His choice of weapon? Well, I am a historian, and I have a certain, shall we say, affinity for the lore of the Alagon Empire. It is, of course, all knowledge gleaned from musty scrolls and tomes. The ancient texts claim that the Crystal Tower is defended by the champions of Eld, resurrected and augmented through the Alagon's extraordinary technology. Chief, you need to see this. It's the tower. Oh wow, there it is, the foot of the tower. What surprises do you have in store for us, I wonder? Can't tell you how glad I am to have you with us on this little jaunt, old friend. Had you not beaten a path through that maze, I very much doubt we'd be standing here now. Well, we have much to discuss and digest. Let us retire to St. Coinoc's Find for the present and there plan our next step. Lest there be any doubt, our expedition has some way to go yet. Yeah, we just broke our way to the actual base of the tower. Let's go ahead and retreat and regroup. Let's not set us a camp to make sure that no one goes right up to the tower by itself. We're perfectly fine. Alright, so we're gonna head back to the Suns. Very promising. First hour, we're already down one raid. So that means, unless something really bad happens, I should be able to get through at least the next portion before the end of this. And if I can get the last portion unlocked, I'll drag it out, and we'll do all three for this one. Aww. Nothing popped. Oh well. We still got a little bit after this to go, though, for, taking care of business to get the next X back. So good of you to join us, hero. Our meeting would be dull indeed without a full account of your experiences in the labyrinth. Take a moment to collect yourself. When you're ready, we shall debate how best to proceed. More prosperity. The Fellowship of Noah being accounted for, it is time this assembly was called to order. Rambros will be presiding over the meeting. You would be so kind as to inform him of your readiness to proceed. Whoops, wrong person. Welcome back, hero. I've just been reading about your encounter in the Labyrinth of the Ancients. Pleases me greatly to note that you seem none the worse for the experience. For your reference, I have added my own notes to Graha's preliminary expedition report and begun compiling a Crystal Tower survey log. The information contained therein will be available to you at all times. Should you have any questions, you need only ask. Now, if there are no objections, I shall begin with a summary of the expedition's key accomplishments. Well, that was an easy one. I think it's 500 gil. I guess we'll go for a spell speed. You never know when spell speed would be used. In the course of this, our first foray into the grounds of the Crystal Tower, we succeeded in neutralizing the structure's outer defenses, before proceeding to secure the maze surrounding the base of the spire. According to Hero's account, the labyrinth's defenses were most emphatically active. Disturbingly, his report also mentions a violent encounter with a sentry heavily augmented by Allagan technology. In short, our misgivings were well founded. The Crystal Tower was not simply thrust above ground by the chaotic shifting of Earth, it has somehow been reawoken. If, as seems increasingly likely, the tower's secrets should prove too dangerous to share with the world, we will have no choice but to contain them. Short of leveling the place, this will almost certainly involve returning its mechanisms to a state of dormancy. To do that, however, we will first need to address the question of how they work, the answer to which must surely be waiting for us inside the tower itself. In conclusion, that is where we must go. A task rather easier said than done if the pairs of the labyrinth are any indication. And I move that all further exploration of the tower be delayed until such time as an exhaustive analysis of the structure's defenses has been completed. Master Garland may entrust this task to you. It would be my pleasure. Don't forget about us. Like you said, Chief, we founded the Ironworks to make sure that technology was used for the right reasons, and that means making sure it's not used for the wrong ones. We wouldn't be doing our jobs if we didn't see this through to the end. Lads, well, I hope you're ready for some back-breaking chores. Well, everything seems to be in hand here, so I shall take my leave of you for the present. If I am to witness this valiant tale unfold with mine own eyes, I must needs hone my martial skills ere we ascend the spire. You'll do nothing of the sort, Graha. Your knowledge may prove useful to Master Garland's investigation. As an observer, I am not, strictly speaking, subject to your authority. Pray do not mistake my intent, hero. I am well aware that I shall never be a match for one of your innate talents, however hard I train. Be that as I may, pray do not allow your skills to rust from disuse during the coming pause. We will need you fighting fit if our subsequent forays are to prove as productive as this one. Mark me. We have not yet caught more than the briefest glimpse of that which time has obscured. Again, however, we shall cast off the veil and gaze upon the glory of the Allagan Empire. And with that encouraging thought in mind, it is time to bring this assembly to a close. Let us all focus on the task at hand, that our next expedition may begin all the sooner. Meeting adjourned. Huzzah. Uh-oh. Excuse me. Oof. Such a terrible mess, yet it does leave the door wide open, so to speak. One cannot help but be impressed. I'm beginning to understand the reliance you place on adventurers, old friend. So, this is the legacy the Allagan Empire left behind. My readings are correct. The energy source waiting atop the tower is a match for even the ultimate weapon. Nay, more than a match. A new toy for me to play with. It's Nero. I believe the fates have conspired to deny me my just rewards once again, but it would seem they had a greater destiny in mind for me. And so long as my ambition burns, I shall strive to seize it. The dream lives on, Sid. Do not disappoint me. Again, we swept open the all the way to the actual gates, and we left it for him to play around with. Circus Tower. Ah, 'tis you, my friend. You are doubtless eager to hear of our progress in the Crystal Tower. Excellent. I'd be disappointed to hear otherwise. Of course, disappointed is the word of the day, I fear. Ashamed to say that there is nothing worthwhile to report. The suns continue to probe the labyrinth of the ancients, and every day brings new discoveries. Alas, the same cannot be said of the Crystal Tower proper. We've not been able to set so much as a single foot inside it. You'll recall how the 8 sentinels stood between us and the labyrinth initially. In like manner, the entryway into the principal spire, Circus Tower, the Elegons called it, is also protected by technology far more advanced than our own. Sid and I have tried every trick we know, but without success. Frankly speaking, we are at a loss. It is discouraging, but we cannot give up. There must be a way in. And so the situation stands, my friend. Until we gain entry into the tower, I fear your talent shan't avail us. It will require time that I unload the waste, but I have a mind to set my people to scour such ancient texts as we have on hand. Perhaps we could be of assistance. And you are. Be at ease, friends. We share the self-same goal. I am Une, and my companion is called Doga. We are scholars of the Allegon civilization sent by the students of Baldessian to assist in your endeavor. Une and Doga, rather unusual names for this day and age, if I might be forgiven for observing, but I digress. We claim to be here at the students' behest, but we have received nary a word of your coming. Moreover, in light of the recent incident at the Isle of Val, I should think that they have rather more pressing concerns. I only assume that the message failed to reach you due to some mishap. I assure you that we are here to help. What is it, Graha? 'Tis nothing. There was a pain, but it has subsided. Well, this is rather unexpected. Your right eye is the same as ours. The same? You have the Allegon eye as well. The sanguine hue is said to be a trait unique to the Allegons, yet I inherited it from my father as he did from his. Only one child in a single generation is born with the eye. All my life I have sought to learn the truth of its manifestation. If there is aught you know, I implore you to tell me. My deepest apologies, but we have no answers for you. Only one thing is certain. Those who possess the trait are bound by fate to a lag. As your eye has placed you upon the path you walk, so too have we come here to fulfill our destiny. Absurd though it may sound, it is the truth. It seems to me we have not to lose but accept their aid. What say you? If that is your wish, then so be it. Yet know that I am still meaning to verify your story with the students of Baldessia when I am able. I trust there will be no objections. Very well. At this moment, I name Une and Doga advisory members of Noah. Without further ado, let us have them examine the Circus Tower entrance. Promise you'll not have cause to regret your decision. Hero, I should be much obliged if you were to accompany our new friends to the tower. Pigs and Wedge are presently surveying the 8 sentinels, and 2 of them can show you the way. Upon arrival, pray report to Master Garland. He will brief you on the situation. I shall join you, Hero. With Une and Doga's knowledge, along with your uncanny knack for setting events in motion, I'm hopeful that we will finally see progress. Alright. Time to fetch quest back to the Crystal Tower, which you can see right there. Oh, I can actually see the top of the spire. I'm trying not to pull as much enemies as possible. So that way this can be streamlined. Got stuck on the terrain. Well, if it is a hero, eager to enter Circus Tower and kill everything in sight, no doubt. As I'm sure you've already heard, though, the place is locked up tight as a clam. New friends from the students, you say? Excellent. It's been slow going, or rather, no going for the chief. He'll appreciate the help. If you'll just follow me, I'll take you to him. Thanks. Ooh, a gold door. With crystal accents. Me like it. Ah, some old faces to lift the spirit, and a couple of new ones besides. Allow me to introduce Une and Doga. They are scholars of ancient Alag sent here by our friends of Baldessian to aid in the investigation. We understand you're having trouble circumventing the tower's defenses. It is our hope that we can be of some small assistance. If your attire is out to go by, your assistance should prove invaluable indeed. To begin with, let me tell you where we stand. Beyond rises Circus Tower, the principal spire of the structure collectively known as the Crystal Tower. The only way to get inside is through the proverbial front door, and the opposing gate you see here. The problem is we can't get it to open. It's sealed by some mechanism whose workings are an utter mystery to us. Having had no success via more orthodox methods, I went at it with everything from a pickaxe to a Magitech cannon. Nothing so much as put a scratch on it. For a blessing, the gate doesn't try to reduce us to ashes like the 8 sentinels, but that doesn't make it any less effectively a security measure. It's fiendishly frustrating in its simplicity. The only clue we have is the elaborate device carved upon it. A man and a woman respected. Alagon royalty by my judgment. Precisely who these individuals were, we cannot say. Nor do we know whether the device actually serves a purpose. Like as not, it is purely decorative. If you're thinking to force it, save your strength. It's no use. Just ask the calluses on my hands. Rest assured, we do not mean to waste our strength. Indeed, why should we exert ourselves when the gate will open of its own accord? Convenient. I like the way that door opens. I don't think any of us expected that to happen. 7 hells, what is this? What did you do? What are you? Piercing and gathering the light, a symbol of mankind's glory and might. Its virtue guarded by gates impregnable, only to those of royal blood answerable. Exactly as passed down through legend, I am delighted to see. And he finally shows his face. Beg pardons for interrupting your bewilderment. Couldn't help but notice the remarkable playthings you have acquired. Nero, you're still alive. Garlon. If I didn't know better, I would say that you weren't happy to see me. But I jest. In light of our recent meetings, you have every right to be wary. Rest assured I am no longer a threat to you. My legion is for all intents and purposes defunct, and my association with it means a tight noose awaits me back in Garlemald. And so I've been roaming this land Eorzea, a regular itinerant. In the course of my wanderings, I chanced to catch wind of your latest adventure. It sounded positively fascinating, and so I decided to come here and join you. After the wrongs you've committed, you think us that gullible? If you are suspicious of my intent, 'tis only my just deserts. But I am determined to make amends. As a gesture of goodwill, I will share with you what I know, starting with these two odd characters. As you are doubtless already aware, the Crystal Tower was the symbol of ancient Alag's might and prosperity. Entry was permitted only to royalty and a select few individuals. According to the records I have unearthed, only royal blood could open the gate. In other words, the Emperor and his progeny were living keys. You mean to say that these two are descended from Alagon royalty? Oh, I suggest nothing so glamorous. To put it plain, they are imitations of royalty, living keys born of Alagon ingenuity. Clones, I believe, is the name your creators gave your kind. Is that not so? It would seem that the time for concealment is past. Pray accept our apologies. It was not our intent to deceive. We simply wish to avoid causing undue alarm by prematurely making what many would consider deranged claims. If it please you, let us return to the 8 Sentinels. There is much more to tell. I'd rather secure the tower first. Very well. Seven hells. Do you seriously mean to follow us around? Come, Garland. You know me better than to think that I spoke in jest. What more will you take for us to be reconciled? A gift, perhaps? An Alagon tombstone. It holds the information I just shared with you, and a deal more besides. It used to be the jealously guarded property of the 14th Legion, but it's yours now. I wish you joy of it. I look forward to working together, old friend. To this day, whenever I face off with them in the Praetorium, I still type, petition for Gunhammer. That's quite a drop. You know, I was thinking about it in the cutscene. I would really, really, really love to be able to dress a house up as the Crystal Tower. It'd be kind of cool. If you are ready to listen, we shall tell you all. As it pertains closely to your investigation, your leader, Rambros, may wish to be present. Because you could choose the walls and the roof and stuff. It'd be kind of cool if you can do a crystal kind of thing. Crystal Tower. Or other, like, specialty buildings from other Final Fantasy games, like Midgard and stuff like that. Shinra Tower. Fort Condor. That's just from 7, though. Do like a, not Spira, but like a Spirit Tournament bubble. Before we begin, pray allow me to apologize again. It was not our intent to deceive you. As you will have already gathered, we are not scholars sent by the students of Baldessian, nay, we are clones. Copies of people who once existed given life through Allagan technology. This is rather a lot to take in. If it would not be considered unseemly, might I ask why you and yours were created? And more specifically, what is it that you now seek to do? Answering your questions requires that we revisit Allagan history. Pray bear with us. The Allagan Empire reached its zenith long before our kind came into being. In that glorious age, the Crystal Tower stood tall as the symbol of Allagan pride. Parents took their children there that they might learn how the nigh limitless energy it produced brought prosperity to the whole empire. That prosperity, however, bred decadence, and the empire began to show signs of stagnation. This decline was made all the more rapid for want of strong leadership. In a matter of generations, the Allagan civilization became a pale shadow of its former self. Its once gleaming cities fell into disrepair, and its frontier lands were given over to the wilderness. Lamenting the pitiful state of affairs, one of the technologists made it his mission to restore Allag to greatness. Amon was his name, and he believed that the ailing empire wanted for but a potent ruler, and none was more potent than its founding father, whom he sought to resurrect. The founding father? You cannot mean Emperor Xandi. None other. As part of his experiments, Amon created clones of the Emperor's descendants. We are the products of that experiment, copies of Uday and Doga. Historical texts mention the reigns of two Allagan emperors named Xandi. It was commonly believed that the second was the namesake of the first. After all, such a custom is not uncommon among royalty and commoners alike. To think that the two were in fact one and the same. Aye, Xandi returned from the grave and assumed his throne once more. And true to Emon's prediction, the Emperor restored his realm to the glory it once knew. Would that he could have been satisfied with that. In his previous life, the Emperor desired to bring the entire world under Allagan dominion, an ambition that ultimately went unfulfilled. Having been granted a second chance, he was determined to succeed. Realizing that he needed more power to wage his war of conquest, Xandi turned his sights towards a forbidden source, darkness. In order to learn how to harness this power, he converted the Crystal Tower into a restricted research facility. Uh-oh. Darkness again? Seven hells, what is it with megalomaniacal rulers turning to darkness from their lust for power? Well, at least this one won't be bothering us, being thousands of years dead and all. Would that you were right, Master Garland. Come again? Alas, Emperor Xandi is very much alive. Within Circus Tower he still abides, his ambition burning all the more ardently for his empire's collapse. I think I can quite see him if I squint a little bit. Wielding the power of darkness requires prodigious amounts of energy that not even the Crystal Tower could produce. In order to augment the shortfall, Dalamud was created and launched into the heavens. On high it hung, gathering the sun's energy and channeling it to the tower below. However, a miscalculation resulted in a surge of energy that escaped into the land. This triggered an earthquake of unprecedented violence, the calamity that ushered in the Fourth Umbral Era. In the blinking of an eye, the mighty Allagan Empire was laid to waste. Yet even as the Crystal Tower was sinking into the earth, the technologist Amon, now Emperor Xandi's closest aide, invoked powerful magics and halted the flow of time. Every soul within the structure, the Emperor included, was placed in a deep slumber. In that state they were to remain until the time was ripe to awaken. And we just did it. Eras came and went. After millennia lying dormant, Dalamud was summoned back to the earth. Its descent triggered the seventh Umbral Calamity, in the wake of which the Crystal Tower re-emerged. At that moment, Emperor Xandi awakened. In his lust for power, the Emperor consorted with darkness and was seduced by its corrupting influence. Even though his empire is now little more than a fading memory, he'll stop at nothing to see his ambition realized. It is for no other purpose but to put an end to Xandi's madness that we exist. This is the mantle we have inherited from our namesakes, the true Nyandoga. Fearing what might befall the world, the two of them sought to thwart their emperor. They gave unto us their will, that we might carry on their mission should they fail. When we came to our senses within the Crystal Tower, we deliberated a course of action. Concluding that we alone could not overcome Xandi, we struck out to find a worthy ally. It has taken years, but our search is finally over. 'Tis no ordinary man who can cut a path to the labyrinth of the ancients. With you as our champion, hero, we are confident that we can end Xandi's dark ambition once and for all. Well, that'll teach me for speaking too soon. Setting my chagrin aside, I see now why you knew about the students of Aldessian amongst a host of other things. You were observing our investigation the whole time. So what will we do, hero? The world's in grave danger again, and it just so happens you're an expert at saving it. Let's knock it out of the park. You have our eternal gratitude. Together, let us see the Alagon Empire's dark past laid to rest. It has been our mission to recover the long-lost knowledge of the Alagon civilization. But what worth is that knowledge if it means subjecting the realm to peril? Truth be told, it pains me to think that the tower's secrets may become lost to us, but the greater good must ever come first. Besides, no quantity of ancient relics can compare to our friends Nyandoga, living, breathing Alagons. And so I hereby declare a change in Noah's objective. Henceforth, we shall direct all efforts towards sealing off Circus Tower. Its dark secrets must never know the light of day. Hero, as you did for us within the Labyrinth of the Ancients, I would have you enter the structure and eliminate hostile elements. Suffice it to say, this includes Emperor Xandi himself. Yeah, let me be a king killer. You have ordered regicide. Meanwhile, the rest of us shall examine ways to isolate Circus Tower from the outside world. To work, then. And they completely don't even say anything about Nero skulking about. Oh! Wait, he's in the background. Wait, there's something I must know. My right eye is like yours. Does this mean... You inherited the trait from your father, you said. You know that clones are unable to bear offspring. You have no cause for concern. The Alagon Eye, you called it, but to us it is the Royal Eye, owing to the fact that the trait manifests only in those possessed of royal blood. I cannot well explain why the eye runs in your line, but I am disinclined to think it a coincidence. Though you are doubtless impatient to learn the truth, pray have patience. All will be revealed in due time. My apologies if I've given you cause to worry. I am quite well, I assure you. As you can appreciate, there has been much for me to think on. But now is the time for action, not idle thoughts. Circus Tower awaits us. Your task is to eliminate all hostile elements within the structure, Xandi himself included. This will afford us the chance to seal off the facility. May this crystal grant you strength. Dong! Unlocked! Hopefully I can get a quick into this one too. Laughing Orchid. Alrighty. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to use that. I didn't get a helmet. Ah, crap. Nothing was, should have gotten the high, or X-ethers or whatever. Oopsies. But at least that stuff's a, actual crafting item. Ah. Run away! Gained 10,000 gil today. Not too shabby. Of course. Damn, still nothing? Oh, I don't have a hunt right now? Darn. Well, I guess we can go do that. Go look for my hunt mark. Go take care of that. Go do some other bits and bobs. What was I gonna do again? Oh yeah. Gatling, huh? Oh, we're gonna go to Gold Saucer. Yay! We're back. $11 roughly. Yeah. At least they gave me 1,000. Gave me 1,000. Crap baskets. Oh well. No cards to sell. Okay, that works. It'd be nice if I could do like Blunderville while I'm waiting, but unfortunately I can't, because that means queuing up. Can't even do any gates. Oop. A little too early. Ha. I was about to say, unfortunately, I took care of all the triple triad players here, but I don't need to worry about it now, because this queue popped. Alright. Come on. They need some more crystal tower kind of amenities for housing, like these spires would be kind of cool. Alright, let's get these ads squared away. Eat my crits! Whoa, crud muffins, I almost died. They also need to do they need to open up the ability for decorative NPCs for housing. I'd love to have some dancers and some other characters for housing. Like some sparring characters and all other jazz too, would be kinda cool. Alright, Skillet. There are a few things to know about Skillet. First of all, there's going to be 3 different types of balls tethered to you. If you get a purple ball, you're going to go to one of those little lightning tethers, and you're going to charge it. 3 per tether, or 3 per tower. After that, there's the ice ball. Of course, that will freeze you. Then the fireball, you're supposed to walk over to someone that has that are frozen, and you're supposed to unfreeze them. Do not destroy the water pools. If you have an ice ball, do not walk into a water pool, you'll freeze everyone in it. Do not walk into a water pool if you have the fireball, otherwise you'll evaporate it. Once she gets low enough, she will also do a flare spell. And you need to stand in the water to get a fire resist buff. Usually it'll kill you if you do not. But if you're frozen, you don't have to worry about it. Because it'll thaw you out. See, there's like a water pool right here. So basically you'll get thawed out if you're frozen when Ancient Flare. Boom. I guess people are at the point where, oh, never mind, it killed someone. Alliance B again. Interesting. Amon and Skilla. Hey, look, it's the Acarans that he was talking about. Eat my crits! Is that everything? Nope. Alright, that should be it. Next boss. Glacia la Bolas. This guy's pretty much a tank and spank nowadays. Before you had to stop him from charging, but now you can pretty much kill him before he charges. So just a standard spank him. And of course just don't stand in the shit. Like that. Or that. When he starts charging, there's going to be little bits that are going to spawn, and they're going to have a little AoE around the bubble around them. If you step in that bubble, you will become immobilized, like those clockwork rights, and you'll stop him from charging as much. But basically, you will be taking dot damage, and you will be unable to do anything else in the fight until they're destroyed, or until the boss dies. As you can see, the boss is dying way faster than he's charging. He just died. Hey, loincloth. Decided to drag the enemy out of, instead of hitting the entire party with the fire breath, I localized it to myself. This is the last trash group of this dungeon, or raid. Now it'll be a back-to-back boss fight. And not your traditional back-to-back. We'll have some time to prep for the next one. They'll probably end up pulling the last boss before I finish with the cutscene, though. Alright, this is Amon. He has a few goofy fight mechanics. If you get a purple ball on you, you'll want to tag an ad called a Cum Cum, I think is his name. And basically, it'll shrink it. Otherwise, you'll shrink yourself. And your stats will get reduced. There'll be snakes that'll also spawn. And some other people will be turned into frogs. Frogs can melt people that are put in the ice columns that people will be also turned into. And also there are slimes that will spawn. You want to kill those so that way he doesn't explode whenever they get to them. He'll also cast some spells. You don't want to free everyone from the ice pillars because you're going to be using some of those to line of sight when he does Curtain Call. Curtain Call is basically a one hit unless you're behind an ice pillared person. You will automatically be freed upon the end of Curtain Call. Oh, I see two people got frozen. There's Curtain Call. Oh, there's another. Let's see how many people eat the Curtain Call. 1, 2, 3 people died. Hello, Sheen. Alright, Amon's down. Now for the final boss, Sandy. Yay! I've mapped Circus Tower fully. Nothing much, just trying to knock out Crystal Tower before, so I can get the Heaven's Ward. How about you? How you doing? You enjoying your day? Alrighty, Emperor Zandy. Yeah, I hear you. Pretty much what I've been doing too. Emperor Zandy, kind of a tank and spank a little bit. He has ancient Quagga, I think is what it was. You have to be careful about. He'll have two people will be designated dog pile targets. You'll stand on those people. You'll get a levitation ability, and you won't take any damage. Otherwise, ancient Quagga will one-shot you. Then you'll want to run away because then they'll explode. These little yellow circles need to have one person standing in, so that way they don't explode and hurt everyone. And he'll teleport away twice and start dropping meteors. Which we're about to do meteor phase, so we got to destroy these. And that's pretty much the stuff to wait out for. Otherwise, this is a kind of like a run-of-the-mill, just burn them down kind of thing. He'll teleport back to the center after sitting on his throne. Turn to change color. We're about to have the first Quagga phase. See, those are the stand-on buttons. Hug those people tight. Stand on the disc so you're floaty tight. Ancient Quagga goes out, you will die. All those people standing on the ground they're dead. So 2 people died. Now you need to run away from that. He's gonna do the meteors one more time, and then he's gonna do that immediately right after again. Alright, here comes meteors too. Same spots. The center one's always gonna have more HP than the perimeter one. And that's taken care of. One last port in. Hug on tight. You don't want to overlap them too much because it could end up killing people. That might have been a little early on the limit break. Oh, we had 1 death on that one. And it's down. Life is a circus. Alright. By the way, you can get a miniature version of his throne as a craftable indoor furnishing, and you can sit on the throne. I already got one of those. I'll tell. I already got one of those. Yay! Yay! Aw! Yay! Ooh, and I got a Zandy card, too. Alrighty. We finished 2 of the 3 so far. I'm happy. So let's go ahead and get the quests to get up to the last one, which will be World of Darkness. Uh-oh. Hero. You did it. You defeated Emperor Zendy. Empires may rise and fall, but man's indefatigable spirit ever lives on. Truly, you are the champion we had hoped for, hero. With Emperor Zendy now at eternal rest, his dark legacy may be undone. What are you playing at now, Nero? In case you haven't noticed, Garlon, these are dangerous surrounds. Can a man be faulted for exercising due caution? At any rate, you needn't mind me. I am perfectly capable of looking after myself. Go on and finish what you came to do. There are two ways that we may seal off Circus Tower. Either isolate it from the outside world, or cripple its ability to produce energy. The choice of method is yours to make. Before you proceed, however, Doga and I must needs attend to a task. That distortion, what is it? The power that Zandy sought to obtain comes from the void. The world of darkness, our people called it. And the true nature of that power was none other than the armies of Voidsent. Voidsent feed on Aether, as you may already know, and no plane is richer in it than ours. In exchange for their allegiance, Zandy entered into an unholy covenant. He would open a gate through which the Voidsent would freely enter our world. The covenant, I'm afraid to say, is still in effect. However, being of the Emperor's lineage, Yune and I believe that we can annul it. By his blood, Zandy sealed this dark pact. By our blood, it shall be undone. It is time. Yes, Doga, finally we may fulfill our purpose. Oh boy, maniacal laughter. Oh, be still my beating heart. For a moment I feared that this outing would end in disappointment, but my readings were not mistaken. Not even the ultimate weapon compares to this. What are you going on about? The covenant is everlasting. Perfect timing. You know, I wonder why people haven't just, killed me while I'm having these visions. And so Mericidia is brought into the fold. Soon all the world shall be united under Alagon rule. And yet, with every dream that becomes reality, the memory of death grows ever more vivid, an endless void, bereft of light and warmth. Though I may have defeated death, it did not leave me unscathed. Nay, it Its ravening claws have scarred my soul for eternity. Never shall I know peace. Beings without will, you cannot fathom my rage, my melancholy, my fear. What worth is wealth and power when all must inevitably be consigned to nothingness? Man has nothing, he need not know the pain of loss. So let there be nothing. Harvest more power, that the gate may be thrown full open. Let the cloud of darkness come and engulf the world, devouring all life, hopes, and dreams. Let all be returned to nothingness. Oh, we figured out why the place got blown up. We wanted to tear a rift open. Hero, pull yourself together. Is there no end to them? What in the seven hells is happening? Not now, damn it. Oh shit! Sid's actually fighting. Oh, never mind, that was short-lived. Nero, were they part of your grand plan too? Save your jape, Scarlond. I didn't put up with your arrogant face to play with worthless clones. Something controls them. A void scent, no ordinary one at that. Doga! Confound it. Without them, there's no way to master the darkness. That power is mine. Nice. Although you kind of forfeited your weapon. Well, shit. He got tossed into the well. Nero! Might have bit off more than he could chew. The covenant shall be honored. I am the cloud of darkness. I shall devour your light and return this world to the void. Quick, gather their armor and their weapons. You know that there's stats in that shit. Damn it, the rift is gone. What are we supposed to do now? Much as it pains me to leave without them, there's precious little we can do. Let us return to the Fine and consult Rambros. Loot the bodies! I mean, it'd be kind of worthless for my current class, but, you know, you can get some stuff done. Alright, if it only takes me like one or so quests to get to the World of Darkness, I'll extend it so we can go ahead and get that. If we could finish the Crystal Tower trilogy on this one, then it'll be good. I'll consider that an excellent purpose fulfillment. The only thing I'd have to do, there'll be a little bit afterwards some posts before we hit Heaven's Ward, but I would be extremely confident to say that the next, if I can finish World of Darkness this one, the next live stream we'll see us hit Heaven's Ward. And that'll be this Friday. All this happened within the tower, God's preserve. The rift that manifested before the throne was a void gate, of this I am certain. There exist myriad kinds of void scent. The more powerful the being, the larger the gate must be for it to pass through. It would seem that Xandi sought to open a gate of unprecedented proportions, one that would allow this cloud of darkness entry into our world. Fortunately for all mankind, he did not succeed. I shudder to imagine what the void scent is capable of. This void scent is capable of. However dreadful it may be, we can't abandon our friends. Is there no way to save them? I'll not lie to you, Master Garland. The situation is bleak. The void scent can enter our world. Instances of men entering the void have never been documented. It pains me to give voice to my fears, but we do not even know whether our friends still live. Damn it, it feels so hopeless. No, I refuse to give up. We must save Doga and Une. We share the same eye, 'tis true, but that is not what motivates me. Above all, I wish to help them to fulfill their mission, a mission whose burden they have borne for thousands of years, and besides, cannot leave matters as they are. So long as Xandi's dark covenant is binding, our world is in danger. It is our duty to prevent the worst from coming to pass. Graha, ever since meeting Une and Doga, you have not quite been yourself. Tell me true. It's all well with you, with your eye. I honestly cannot say. I know only that there is a memory that I must recall. As a child, my father told me that the truth of our eye rests with the lag. The answer eludes me still, but one day I will find it. I'm with Graha. However slim the odds, we must try to save Une and Doga. Aye, and that bastard Nero as well, if only to make certain that he won't make any more mischief. You have the right of it. Though we have known them but briefly, Doga and Une are our comrades. We cannot fail them. So consult experts in literature both. I swear to leave no stone unturned. Yet know that it may be a while before we are ready to act. I would ask that you all be patient. When dealing with the void, one cannot be cautious enough. My thanks again for your assistance. Pray rest now while you can. For when the time comes to go after our friends, you must be at no less than full strength. We'll save them yet, hero. Mark my words. Alright, sorry, pardon me guys and gals, but I need to go take a quick bio. Be right back. Alrighty, I am back. I am freshly bioed and ready to go. The world of darkness. Ah, hero, it is good you are come. I have news you must be made aware of. Alas, none of it bodes well for us, nor for Rune, Doga, and Nero imprisoned in the Dark Realm. Think back upon our last foray in the Circus Tower, if you will. The calamity stirred the place from its long slumber and awoke Emperor Zandi. But you, hero, you ensured he was laid to rest permanently. Yet the Emperor had sealed a binding covenant with the terrible void set known as the Cloud of Darkness. Even as Doga and Unune labored to annul this contract, the entity breached through a rift and dragged the pair of them, and Nero, out of our realm. Since that day, Noah has devoted itself to rescuing Une, Doga, and Nero from beyond the rift. Our research, however, has exposed a far more dire problem. The Crystal Tower still acts upon Emperor Zandi's orders and collects energy to open another void gate even as we speak. Indeed, the place nigh hums with energy. We had done all we can to stop the Imperial Edict, but to no avail. Just as the gate would open only for Une and Doga, so too will the tower heat only those with the royal blood of Alag. It is a most galling design. Granted, this was not always so vexatious, according to the Alagon tombstone Nero presented us. During the golden age of Alag, the royalty had some means of bestowing their blood upon others. If they hadn't such a technology, Amon and his underlings could never have controlled the Crystal Tower. But we do not have either this art or any with royal blood. Every moment we wait, a vast rift through which the Cloud of Darkness can enter our realm threatens to open. Such a disaster cannot be allowed to come to pass. We must seal the Crystal Tower and annul Zandi's covenant with the Dark Realm. If only breaking the latter would suffice, but then what of the energy building in the Crystal Tower? Without suppression, that power could discharge and cause a calamity like the one that destroyed Alec. In truth, we have more than just 3 lost compatriots to worry about. We do not act, our very world will fall before the might of this threat. We know but one way out of this predicament. Rescue those who control the tower from beyond the Dark Realm, and seal the rift shut after them. And mercifully, not all our news is quite so bleak. 'Tis true we cannot stop the Void Gate from manifesting within the tower, but this can be to our benefit. We can use Circus's power for our own purposes, and create a portal to carry us into the Dark Realm. We have heard this is possible from a man in the Thaumaturgist Guild well versed in otherworldly matters, and with Master Garland working to create said portal, the final preparations are well underway. Ah, and here comes the man himself. Hero, just the man we need. Yes, our fellowship is indeed complete, and all parties privy to our strategy. And you, Master Garland, how fare your endeavors? Quite well. The device is nearly ready, though attaching the damnable thing to Circus Tower took every ounce of ingenuity the Ironworks has got. But it should produce the energy we need. With just a little more fine-tuning, we can open a rift. I'm here to request your presence at the tower. I'll leave Biggs and Wedge at the 8 Sentinels as guides. And do hurry, hero. I'm sure you wouldn't miss another chance to save the world, would you? Roger, roger. Well, Sid certainly seems to have a firm hand on the helm. Shall we make our way to the Crystal Tower? And no one takes a step towards the tower. Gotta wait for me to lead the way, huh? Oop, I forgot I can't fly here. Oh, now I talk to Wedge. Convenient. Hero, I'll bet you're here to watch us pry open a rift between worlds, eh? We're almost ready. Circus Tower is full of engineers scurrying around and making adjustments. We're dealing with a lot of power, and if a single coupling's off, well, boom. But it shouldn't be fine, really. Anyway, you'd best wait at the top. The chief's there overseeing the whole operation. My friends, you've arrived. I'm just waiting for my engineers to give the signal. Then we'll see if we can't open a gateway to another world. Is there something amiss, Graha? Emperor Zandy's throne. How the mighty have fallen, eh? Once it stood as a symbol of Alex's art and power. Now it's nothing more than an empty chair. Just imagine if Allegon civilization had lived on, and a just emperor still sat on that throne. How different would our history be? How much further would we have advanced? Unfortunately, there's no stopping Zandy and his ambition. There was no stopping. But there was those who tried. Zandy's war of dominion left no one unscathed. Unable to abide the horrors inflicted upon the people, warriors young and brave took up the sword against Alag. His men and women became as beacons of hope to those who had suffered, not unlike the warriors of light in our age. But all this merely hastened the destruction. Just as they moved towards Alag's heart for the kill, Zandy lashed out in anger and frustration, as trapped beasts are wont to do. In his desperation, Zandy desired that a great rift be opened to hasten the cloud of darkness's coming. To this end, he commanded the sun's power held within Dalamod be emptied into Circus Tower at once. The act bore terrible consequences. The tower only withstood the blast by flooding the land below with the energy. Circus was swallowed by the very earth upon which it once stood. Fourth umbral calamity. I learned of its cause from Mune and Doga. I had no idea that rebellion incited Zandy to rashness, though. Your knowledge of Allegon history is astounding, Graha. Why, a man could study for 2 lifetimes and only learn half of what you know. Mayhap. 'Tis strange, though. I cannot seem to remember where I learned such things. Yes? Biggs, are you ready? Ready and raring to open up that void gate, Chief. I reckon that this machine's up and running. She'll be able to float 5 airships the size of the Agrius. So just give us the word and we'll start channeling energy into the tower. Good, then let's get started. Our preparations are complete. Everyone, step away from the throne. Alright, let's see what this machine can do. Now, Biggs. Don't just stand there, let's get started. A rift to the world of darkness, as Zune called it. Splendid work, Master Garland. Can't break out the mead just yet. The tough part's still ahead. We've broken into the dark realm, but the gate's not all that stable. It won't stay open forever, and only a few can use it. I, for one, will remain here to ensure the void gate stays open. As will the sons of St. Koinok. This rift is our sole path to salvation. If it closes, we are all truly lost. Which leaves Hero. My friend, 'tis a heavy burden I must task you with, but there are none more able. Pray lead the adventurers beyond the rift. I do not know what awaits you save the cloud of darkness and our 3 comrades, but you must go, for the fate of our world now rests upon your shoulders. This is our only gambit, but I have every faith you will succeed. It will be no small feat to return after you have passed beyond the rift. Make certain you are prepared before leaving. Might I have a moment of your time, Hero? There is a matter of import we must needs discuss ere you leave. Now, why don't you just talk here? I want to get to the raid. Ma. Don't know if anything will slip out of the portal either. Hero, I wish to speak to you about my eye. As you are no doubt aware, 'tis a trait seen only amongst Algon royalty. Long I have pondered why such is my inheritance. The sanguine hue must have some bearing upon my destiny. This much Dogo himself admitted. But what? In truth, the more I learn of the Crystal Tower, the less I am myself. Somehow meeting those 2 clones has wrought great change in me. I am consumed with remembering something ancient but ever so important. My father's words echo in my mind, the self-same ones his father told him. The truth of our eye rests with a lag. Mayhap what I wish to remember and these words are related. Mayhap not. But I know I must learn the truth that history hides from me. I would see this journey, our journey, through to the very end with mine own 2 eyes. So I implore you, allow me to join you beyond the rift. You have my thanks, my friend. Now let's venture into the world of darkness to save our comrades in our realm. Hey, World of Darkness is unlocked now. Ha! I saw that person's name. Fuzzy Balls, that's a good one. We'll see how long of a wait we have. It says 13 minutes for the average time. Not too shabby. Let's port back home. We shall wait the 13 minutes that it says for the average time. If it does not pop up in those 13 minutes, I will call it, and we will do World of Darkness on the next live stream. Oh wait, I wanted to go over here right fast. I don't have enough dark matters. Huh? I have 3 G5s, that's it. Hey, look at that. It popped already. Alrighty. World of Darkness. I am Alliance B again. Wow, B across the board. I'll take it. A, B, and C will now have an actual significance for this raid. I'll let you know when we get to the actual boss. First boss. The big floater ball. Angro menu. Alright, this one has a little bit of stuff. It's got ads that need to die fast, otherwise they can kill you. He has level 5, I believe, death. You need to get out of his proximity. These things, you need to alternate colors. If you stood in white, you need to stand in red. Ooh, I'm about to die. I'm dead. My healer didn't get me very good. That was Flare and an AoE. He also does Doom if you look at him when he's casting. I think he just did that. Now they're doing the roulette. If you're standing in the lit quadrant, when it pauses, you will instantly die. If you get Doom, you need to run to one of the lit platforms to cleanse it. Oops, I got doomed. Shit. Cleansed it. Should stop soon. Up there it goes. It's gonna be in that side. When it goes colorful, you will have died. There's the ads. So now I'm going to stand in red. So I'll be going to white next time. Up, he's casting death, so you gotta get out of the circle. Up, that killed a bunch of quite a few people. Trying to pay attention to the boss's cast. Mortal Gaze, that's the look away or get doomed. Looks like we're about to have some deaths. Both healers. And both healers died on my group. Great. And he's down. Good job. Next ad phase. Or trash, I should say. The skillet copy. She'll pop 6 rifts, 3 on each side. The rifts need to die fast. Jesus. I'm gonna die again. Alright, there's gonna be a treasure chest popping up in the center, I believe. Yep, there's a Zandy clone. More rifts are gonna pop up. Focus on the rifts. Alright, next boss. The next boss is the 5-headed dragon. This one has various things. When the heads start charging, kill the heads. If you get AoE on you, take it away from the group, far away, because it will spread. Kill heads. Standard. If you get tethered, I believe it's run away. Oh shit, I'm gonna hit. Okay, I almost got hit with white breath. Alright, discordance. You need to start killing all the heads down. Break the heads. Alright, good. The heads are gonna grow back. Quite a few dead on A team. Those white circles on the ground spread, so you have to be careful. Usually not good to stick them in the center. And down for the count. Now we're doing Atamos again. We are B, so we gotta go to the center one. Basically, you're gonna try and do your best to kill these Atamos as fast as possible. There will be an ad that spawns. And it'll look like Glacia Labolus again. But basically, you're going to kill these, and the center Atamos is going to keep reviving them. And eventually, the center one will run out of HP, and then it's good game. And then we'll go to the most infuriating boss of this area. If you get knocked off, you'll get bounced up through a lit platform. Alrighty. So that's down, so now we're gonna go to the Cerberus. When I said that the ABC meant something for a boss, it's for this boss. If you're in A Alliance, you're going to kill the ads that will mow down your healers. If you're in the B Alliance, you will attack the belly of Cerberus. And if you're in C Alliance, when Cerberus slumps to the ground, you will reapply his chains. So I will be going inside the belly of the beast this round. In order to go inside the belly of the beast, you need to get shrunk. So you need to go into one of these. Oops. Don't destroy gastric juice, by the way. That's how you get minified. Then you gotta hurry your happy ass over. Usually you don't do this. But if you don't get minied before this happens, you will get killed. So you're gonna attack the wall linings of his stomach, and just basically beat the shit out of him. This will do a massive amount of damage to him and stun him. And then you're gonna get, you know, evacuated. So now you just beat the shit out of him until he reawakens. You gotta make sure to put the chains back on the bitch. I hope his chains are on. Okay, good. They look like they're on. And just like with the circus tower, And with Labyrinth of the Ancients, there are no more ads. After this boss, we'll be going straight to the last boss, which will be Cloud of Darkness. That one's pretty straightforward. This is actually the hardest fight out of the entire raid. So if we can one-shot this, it's pretty much Dungeon Rings. Got it done. Good gravy. Alright. Ooh. Demon chest piece of fending. And we've mapped the world of darkness. This is a boss from a previous Final Fantasy game. There'll be blasts. If you are targeted, you will need to trade it out the edge. Oh shit, looked like they were about to bring it back to the group. Beware the particle beam. This will fire down the center. There'll be circles you'll need to stand in to prevent AoE. She'll spawn clouds at a certain point and try to suck them in. You're going to need to destroy them so that way she doesn't charge off of them. She will make... There's the circles to stand in for the explosions. There are other things we need to be mindful of. She's going to start doing the clouds now. She'll form 3 areas. You're supposed to group up with your alliance, but so long as all 3 of the clouds inside of those barriers get destroyed, don't matter. I'm actually surprised at how easy they made Cerberus look. You know how many times I wiped on that one. Alright, there's Particle Beam. Or Flood of Darkness, actually. Alright, here we go. Hypercharged Clouds. These have gotta die. Done. Figure out which side she's coming in at. They'll get Particle Beam. And let the sun shine in. Yes, we finished it. Now I think we're just one mission away from finishing Crystal Tower. Haha! I won something. World of Darkness complete. I don't know what I won. We'll put you. Oh. Oh well. I got some stuff. Oh, that's that chess piece? It's alright. I wish you could recolor it. Wow. Alliance A didn't even grab any loot. Alright, time for cutscene. After we finish the Crystal Tower series, I'm gonna cut it. The stream for the day. I'm tired. Hurt. Where in the seven hells are they? Without them to stem the energy in the tower, our defeat of the Cloud Aids are cause little. Doga, Une, can you hear me? Nero! Must you be so infernally loud? Or are you so keen to attract more void scent? Though I don't blame you for missing my company. Thank to 12, are you alright? You look almost crystalline. As alright as can be expected, Une is simply passed out. Nero, by the gods, what's happened to you? Alas, his wounds were too deep and allowed this foul place entry to his body. Now the darkness claws at the aether of his very form. Would that we could have protected him. Cloud of Darkness was bound by Xandi's unholy covenant to bring prosperity to Alagon royalty. The same blood that sealed his contract gives us a measure of protection. I say a measure, for this vow does not protect us from other void scent. The Cloud imprisoned us here precisely to unleash fiends upon us. We would be dead had Nero not defended us so valiantly. Mistake not my actions for kindness. I have use of you yet in Eorzea, and simply couldn't let harm befall you here. Where? Une, you're safe. Our friends have come for us. Have they? Then perhaps, Doga, there's yet hope we may fulfill our purpose. Mortals! You have dared to challenge me, and now must feel my wrath. Did you think to destroy me in my realm? Here I am eternal. I will smother your light and entomb your bones amongst my shadows. That was a warning shot. Are we truly so powerless here? As long as we fight the Cloud in this realm, I fear so. And yet, though we may not be able to destroy it, this may be our chance to stop it. When we strike now, which the Cloud could barely hold her form, mayhap we can sever Xandi's covenant. Yes, and raise the bridge between the Crystal Tower and this foul place once and for all. Hero, Graha, you must flee. You and Doga mean to stay here. 'Tis madness, you must return with us. No one but you can save the world from the threat of the Crystal Tower. Rejected. What is this trickery? Your blood. You two gain protection from Xandi's blood. Excuse me. Grahatia, you are possessed of royal blood. That is why the royal eye runs in your line. It's a gift you have inherited, Graha. You have been granted authority over the Crystal Tower. I had thought time would consume all of the lag that was. That a man should still live with his forebear's blood in this age can be no coincidence. Some person must have planted this gift in your line and used the highest of Allagan technology to do so. True, the Crystal Tower is not like to recognize you as Allagan, not as you are now, but your royal eye bespeaks the simple truth. Within you dwells one feeble glitter that will illuminate all, the light of hope. But how should I use this light? Pray tell me. You must gain control of the Crystal Tower. We will share our blood with you, Graha. Though its effects will be but ephemeral, they will bolster the Allagan presence within you. This is our gift to you, that you may fulfill your destiny. All with the royal eye are bound by fate to Allag. Our part in this journey is to bury Xandi's dark ambitions in the past. This was the true Neandoga's purpose when we have carried into the future. Know that as long as this light of hope survives in you, our souls will still remain, even if our bodies are lost. You must leave us as well, Nero. I'm sorry we cannot live up to your expectations. I must return to you what is yours, though. You dropped it whilst defending us. What you seek by this instrument may not be possible, Nero, but do not give up. There are many other paths that await you. Of course they do. Doga, Une, thank you. We shall never forget you. Now, Nero, let us quit this place. You shall not escape me, imputed children of light. Disco. No, you shall not escape us. Here's Xandi's blood-stained dreams of glory end. There, the glint of light. It grows faint, then the bridge between realms grows fragile by the Covenant's annulment. That light dies, we're stranded here. Hurry. Nero, no, you must move. Leave me. I don't need you. If I die here, it'll be because I bloody well decided to. I failed to master darkness, I'll not suffer watching a green boy master the tower. Do what you will with it, but remember me, son of Allagan. I am Nero Tolskaiva, the man who will yet outdo Allag and Garland. That was what you hoped to do. Go, damn you. Oh shit, we did leave him. Must move onwards. This is not where I come to rest. But how did... So those damn clones did it after all. Now, onwards. Yeah! Superman dive! You owe me, Nero. The hell's I do? You're returned unharmed, thank the gods. When that void gate started to close, I had never felt so powerless in all my life. We were running about like madmen trying to keep the gate open, and then the chief actually went and dived in. But if you're all sick... Where are Renee and Doga? They're not... I see. I'll miss the two of them dearly, but I'm happy they fulfilled their purpose. We who live on must still attend to the Crystal Tower, though we now have no one able to seal it. That is not true, my friend. Une and Doga have entrusted me with their blood. I can now control the Crystal Tower. Graha! Yes, I can see it in your eyes. Good. Then let us put an end to this and seal away the tower. I understand your instinct, Rambros, but please give us a moment to rest. I'm weary to the bone, and Nero and Hero are both emerged from long battle. Of course, you have the right of it. Come, we shall leave this place for a spell and repair the St. Coinox find. Shit. My battery runneth low. That should charge it now. No one but you could have succeeded in the world of darkness, Hero. Would that I could have been of more use beyond the rift. As it stands, I was but a vessel for Doga and Une's blood. Have I remembered what I wished to? Yes, something has come back to me. Gaining royal blood and witnessing true bravery. It has reminded me of my forebear's dearest wish. But we need not speak of these things now. It was not my place to keep you. Pray go on ahead of me. There is something small I would do before I return. Could not have asked for a better comrade. Only I could have been a part of your adventures for longer, Hero. Alas, fate dictates I have a different role to play. Treachery. I was hidden for millennia and brought to light by the good people of Noah. I'm kidding, by the way. Now finally, 'tis my time to see it realized. All this running back and forth. Ah, screw you. Eat my crits. cannot express how glad I am you returned safely, hero, and with the means to dispel the threat of the Crystal Tower for good. Rest if you will, and then let us free ourselves from the specter of the Allagons. The Light of Hope. Yeah, we'll pick it up. I trust you have rested, my friend. Good. I wish to seal the tower now, but there's something we must do first. Let me summon the others and hear in full what happened beyond the rift. Shit. I thought you'd already wanted to talk about this. I already did talk about it. Well, the Allagan eye that runs in Graha's line does mean that royal blood flows in his veins. I suppose it is not so odd to think his forebears gained it via ancient technology, but who imbued his family with the blood, and for what purpose? Mayhap all this was fate, from discovering the tower to Graha gaining Unayandoga's blood. Has Graha said anything? For that matter, where is Graha? And what of Nero? I'm not sure about our resident historian, but Nero left the tower with me. Where he's vanished to since, I cannot say. But knowing him as I do, I don't believe he'll scheme against us for the time being, though he is still Nero. Hero, you say Graha stayed behind at the Crystal Tower. I wonder if he even now prepares to steal the place off. Master Ambrose! Master Ambrose! 'Tis Graha Tia, sir. He came into the Crystal Tower and began ordering researchers out. What? Why would he do such a thing? I do not know, sir, but he was quite insistent. He all but bodily forced me out of the gates. I suppose it's possible he told one of the others, but I wasted no time in finding out. I thought it best to hasten here and ask your guidance. Very well, let's go and speak with these researchers and get to the bottom of this queer business. Master Garland, hero, please come with me. No doubt Graha means to seal off the Crystal Tower, but it worries me that he did not breathe a word of his plans to us. Okay, now we gotta go back to the tower. Yeah. The last one I gotta kill over here. I can't fly, I forgot. Not in this area. 27,000 gil for this session. Not too shabs. What do I got? Ooh, I have 1,000 tombstones. Gotta go buy some more gear. What in the world was Graha Tia thinking, demanding we leave the tower? No doubt you want to know why. I wish I knew that myself. Of course he would tell me nothing, but he will be honest with you, sir. I am certain of it. Go no further, my friends. The doors will close ere long. So you are of a mind to seal the tower, Graha. I know time is of the essence, but all I ask is a hint of your plan. Please, come here so we can discuss this. No, my apologies, but I cannot. Come, man, what is this nonsense? If aught is amiss, surely we can help. Not this time, my friend. Just as Una and Doga fulfilled their destiny, so too must I fulfill mine. My blood has awakened me to this fact. As my father told me, the truth has always lain with the lag, or rather, 'twas there the wish I must grant was born. You see, not all the world perished in Zandi's calamity. Survivors stood amidst the ruins of Alag, looking to the Crystal Tower, but it was nowhere to be seen. Yet they hoped that spires would again dominate the land, and prayed that the Crystal Tower would be a beacon of hope to people everywhere. Word of this soon reached the only member of Alag's royalty to outlive the Empire, the Princess Selena. Selena was moved by the people's dearest wish. She used the very best of Alag's technology to give her blood and memories to he whom she trusted most. That man was my forebearer. For millennia we waited. Alag's art and ingenuity faded. Our royal blood grew thin. And before the last drop could vanish from the realm, the memory of all this returned to me. And now I must fulfill the wish of the ancients. The tower will shine forth as a new beacon of hope. Graha, the Crystal Tower's strength poses too great a threat to Eorzea now. It would need technology as advanced as Alag's to use it correctly. As things stand, we barely understand the tower's workings. Hells, we may never fully comprehend them. As you say, Sid, we could wait for someone someday to reach the same heights as Alag, but by then we will have lost the royal blood and the means to control the tower. But what if I do as Amon did and put the tower into a deep sleep? What? You can't mean that. I'm deadly serious, Sid. The tower may only be used once men rival the Alagons in knowledge. I will slumber within Circus Tower until then, to greet those with the means to open the gates. Then I will guide them, and thus will the tower shine forth as the beacon of hope it was meant to be. It is the only way to make the wishes of the ancients come true. Future is where my destiny awaits. But yours lies outside of these doors. Go. Create a future where hope reigns, and the tragedies of the past are but memories. No one but you can accomplish such things. Nothing we say will make you change your mind, will it? Onwards to a brighter future. It won't be easy, of course, but that's exactly why we'll do it. We'll catch up with Alag. Just you wait. We'll cover all the lost ground before you even know it. Well said, Wedge. It'll only be a few years before you come knocking, Graha. Then you're in for a rude awakening. Shall be witness to Noah's accomplishments. Pray keep alive our successes and forgive us our failures. And may we meet again, my friend. The 12 keep you till then, Rambrose. I look forward to learning of your exploits. And you, hero, I know history will remember you. No doubt your heroism will be the star by which I chart my course when I awake. Well, now I must rest. Recalling so much has put me in a mood for sleep. Farewell, my friends. I eagerly await a future born of your courage and the ancient's wish. This is an extra long live stream. Whew. Hey, it's Nero. The Crystal Tower slumbers again, then. It's too quiet for my taste. Goodbye, Sid. Must put all this at my back. Possibility beckons, and I am bound to follow. New dawn has come for me. I really hate this kind of back and forth that you have to do sometimes. It's about the only thing that gets kind of annoying. I might have to fight one more boss, or whatever they're called. Yep. Biku. Kikus. Oof, I'm gonna need to repair my gear. You've just missed Sid, hero. There's much that needs his attention if he is to fulfill Graha's wishes, it seems. This is not the end of Noah, no matter how lonely St. Quinox's Fine has become for our friend's departure. We must all walk in different directions now. Remember that we labor for a brighter future, lit by Graha's beacon. Swimming the Crystal Tower is but the first step. Farewell, my friend. May our paths cross again. You have completed the Crystal Tower quest series. The next main scenario quest could be accepted by speaking with Minfilia at the Rising Stones. Out of the dark. Alright, so... I'm gonna go ahead and port back to Gridania. Thank you all for watching. Oof. This has been part 52 of my live stream playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV. I hope you all liked it. If you did, go ahead and give me a thumbs up by hitting that like button. Those of you in the future, that is. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe so you can keep up with that content. Comment down below and tell me what you think about the game and my gameplay. No spoilers, please. And I will see you in the next video. Catch you then. Later.